Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Legend of Vox Machina Season 3, Episode 7. So, here we are. Last episode, we had the awesome fight between, uh, damn it, Yank, Vorgal, there we go. I knew the name, I was thinking about it in the shower before I started recording, and then I forgot as soon as I started recording. Vorgal, Yank, and our group, the kaiju battle between Yank and Vorgal was awesome. But yeah, I guess actually was that the episode before? Because we also had the attack on Whitestone. That might have been I watch usually 2 episodes at a time, so sometimes they blend. So yeah, the Vorgal episode might have been episode 5. My bad. But yeah, we had Whitestone being attacked as well. We had Scanlan staying behind. He wasn't there to help in the attack. He's going to try to find Kaylee and try to be a a better dad to her. And yeah, a lot of death in Whitestone, a lot of destruction, but they did chase off the dragons before everyone died, so I guess there's that. We told off Raishan, and now we are planning on going after seemingly Ripley and then Thordak, it sounds like, is what they're planning on, because Raishan got mad because they were going after Ripley before going after, Thordak, so yeah, we're gonna have to deal with Thordak and Raishan potentially, unless Raishan changes her mind and decides to help in the last minute. We'll see. Um, you never know, but she basically said we're enemies now, so it is what it is. So let's get started with this episode and see what we got going on. We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Kind of a longer intro than I had planned. Actually, it might not have been too bad. Oh, what is this? Mining some magic stones. Oh. Oh, Anna Ripley backstory. No, no, what terrible thing happens to these families? Yep. We got a hint at this. What? The assembly? Interesting. Jesus. Oh my god. Hmm. Aw, man, right in front of her. Yep. This is why she wants guns in the hands of every poor farm worker and to be able to fight back against shit like this. We saw it in her eyes when she was talking about it. That was really cool. I mean, terrible and sad for. Whoa. Okay, she's got some factory shit going. Damn, okay. That's the shit I love. Character development for Anna that we never really got in the campaign because we never really got to know her too much. Freaking fantastic. Yeah, I don't normally record these tonight. And I almost wasn't gonna, but I woke up kind of feeling a little iffy. I've been helping to take care of my mom who's been sick. Not like anything serious, just like bad winter cold. But she, feels so crappy that she doesn't really want to get out of bed. So I've been getting groceries for her and helping her out and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm gonna catch it. I'm trying to keep a positive mindset, but I woke up today and felt like a little bit off. And I was like, oh no. So I decided to record these because later in the week I might be sick. Uh, damn. Yeah, that was a pretty huge hit. That's true. Yeah. Oh. Damn. Hmm. Oh, trinket. Hmm. Uh. I was gonna say, how did she accidentally leave that behind? Like, but, but yeah, so they're already on it. Like, she did on purpose. Usually that's when we cut to him, yeah. Oh, he's trying to find him. Did he make it to Nicodranus, but they've moved on already? Damn. What are they doing over there? They're just staring at him. Oh my god. No what? Aw, Trinket always gets left behind. Scanlan was right. Useless. I'm just kidding, sorry. Airship? Oh, never mind. Alright. Man, it's good their spells last long enough that they can make it there. I guess it's just probably convenience for the story. No shit. Oh, that looks cool. Reminds me of like an island from like Sea of Thieves or something. Never change, Grug. Hmm. And all the while, they don't even know that they already know. Yep. A mine of some sort. Or maybe an entrance to whatever that place that she was standing at. Hopefully that's edible. Nope. Lick it. Oh. I thought that yelling was gonna get attention. He found another one. Nice. Uh... yeah. Oh shit. Oh, the sun rising across her face in that moment. I'm disarmed. No, poor Percy. But I guess he managed to say it. But, you know, in stories, whenever, people finally say I love you right before they're about to go into some kind of dangerous environment. Oh no! Set up a bunch of easy traps so you don't notice the bad ones, or the... yeah, the real bad ones. Oh, shit. Oh, shit! Oh, they gave him a gas mask and took him away. Oh, shit. It's like scarecrow gas. Well, that's not good. Jesus. The last thing she needs right now is more trauma. Or reminded of her traumas. Jeez. At least she kinda saw what happened to him. Yep. Manufacturing the guns. Damn. Ooh. Mmm. Delirium gas. Uh-oh. Hmm. Interesting. Talking shit. Oh, wow. Hmm. Delilah was a mage. Zap, maybe? That was cool. He has to, like, pull a string to make it work, doesn't he? Oh, nope, he is! Nice! She didn't know about that yet. Oh, cool, he was checking out that pipe. Damn! Hell yeah. Oh, cool, did it cut his ropes? That's awesome. Oh, her eyes. Damn, alright. Ripley might be done. Okay, we need to fix this. Oh. They all lie! Oh no! Thorns. Oh. Bringing up the blood thing, but in Pike's mind, which is interesting, because he didn't hear him say that, I don't think, right? Talking about her blood after the fact. Nice. Oh. Fucked up her hand. Well, they're probably new with guns, it makes sense that they're missing, right? Nice. Oh my. That's actually kind of cool. Oh, she's grabbing multiple guns with the different hands, too. Oh, shit. Oh, that look on her face right before. Oh, shit. Okay, good, it didn't land on him. Whew. Oh, did Pike snap out of it? I didn't realize that's what that signified before. Yeah. Oh no. Her blood? What is with Pike's blood? Super interesting. What kind of hell is Grog living? Oh, she kind of did it on her own. Oh, no buddies. Well, that's not good. Spent before they even get inside. Man, she's like dancing. Oh, cool. Yeah, very fortunate. They don't even have to like reload. They can just grab a different gun. Fortunately, they're all. Oh. Yeah, but maybe useful. Oh, the 1 hour power surge? Have they been there for an hour? Damn. Oh. He's been counting for the power surge? Oh, cool. He left his jacket. Oh, shit. Probably don't want to shoot. Oh, you fool. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That explosion looked good. That was cool. I like it. Oh, yep. She's pretty messed up. Okay, he was only grazed. Oh! He had a plate in there to block the bullet. Not gonna be able to do it. Oh shit. But what do you do to stop her? Try to get rid of Orthax from her? Oh. A little bit like what her dad said. Like, what would we do without your mind, you know? Oh shit! No, Percy! Damn. That's a... I mean, it's D&D, but... Oh shit. And then it cuts to her. Very well might be a kill shot. Oh, they're just getting here too. Oh, she's already out of there too. Well, damn. Did some damage to the factory at the very least. But, yeah. I think he's gone. Yeah. Damn. Interesting. So, obviously, we've had Vex die before and she's still here, so. But. Damn. Alright. That is it, guys, for episode 7. That was an amazing episode. Holy crap, it really was. Much different than in the campaign. That's all I'll say for now. I'll talk more about that. I've decided, I know in the first episode I said I'm gonna try to, like, avoid doing, like I'm not gonna bother with a spoiler discussion and I'm just gonna openly talk. I decided I didn't want to do that, so there will be a spoiler discussion at the end of this video. I will try to put up timestamps, so if you want to keep an eye out for that, you can jump to the timestamp for the spoiler stuff if you want that. But for the non-spoiler discussion of just the stuff that happened here, we started off the episode with a Ripley backstory, which showed a group they called the Assembly attacking her home in order to take the mine, which is interesting. And it really, when we had that episode when she had Percy captive and she was saying, like, we could put a gun in the hand of every farm hand, every, just talking about, like, all the weak people in their world. I can't remember all the things she labeled, but yeah, that was really, you saw, like, there was something in her eyes while she was saying that made it feel like she had some kind of past where she was oppressed by people who were strong, and then she strives the power to be strong and put that strength into the hands of others, but she's just going about it in the wrong way, like mass producing guns and just handing them out to people and letting them decide what to do with them. But not only that, she's also feeding the souls of the people they kill with those guns to Orthax, who is clearly some kind of demonic entity that is, I imagine, I don't necessarily know how it works in the D&D world and stuff like that, but I imagine the more souls they get, the more powerful they get, so, like, essentially just feeding their strength. Not good. Not the best way to go about it, but I guess in her eyes maybe the ends justify the means, but yeah. Or maybe she's just a little corrupted by Orthax too. Like, we saw Percy go pretty dark when he was seeking his vengeance and everything, while Orthax was within him. So maybe she's just clouded by that, and she wasn't able to fight it in the same way that Percy was. So, hell, I mean, if Orthax wasn't with her, I wonder if that speech that Percy gave her would have worked. Interesting, though. But we had a count for the damages in Whitestone. 500 dead, 800 wounded. That's some hefty damages. I don't know the population number of Whitestone, but that sounds like a lot. For whenever we have zoom out shots of Whitestone, I feel like Whitestone can't be more than, like, 3 to 4,000 people, I feel like, if even that much. That's kind of just a very, very rough estimate. I'm not entirely sure if that's even remotely close. But if anything, that's like nearly half their population is either killed or injured. So, and all of their residuum was stolen, which isn't going to help with, like, I'm sure they use that residuum for, like, trade and and stuff like that to propagate their economy. Which, you know, with all the damages and everything, they also lost all their residuum to trade and stuff like that. So Whitestone's gonna have a long road to recovery off this one. But Ripley used that attack to steal that residuum, which she then used for her factory. We had Percy, who, you know, saw the clue that was left behind, luring him there, because it makes sense. She wants him, right? Her and Orthax wanted him to be a part of that factory and help build it and stuff like that. So left that clue to the Isle of Glintshore, and we just flew there, easy peasy. Got there real quick, and yeah, all these easy traps, they weren't ready for the slightly more difficult one, which ended up having the delirium gas and drove them mad, which led Percy to having to deal with this situation alone with Ripley, which seems to be a common occurrence. And yeah, he handled himself so well. That was awesome. I like the detail. Like, obviously, it might not be necessarily a detail, but I like the excuse, maybe, because a lot of the times in shows when you have one guy fighting a lot of people and both sides have guns, usually the protagonist is just very good shot, and then the bad guys in the situation, like the peons and everything, are terrible shots and they're always missing. That was the case here, but I like that we can kind of justify that. I said it during the reaction, but by the fact that guns are new to this world. People just don't, like, maybe these guys shot a couple times before, but probably not very much. They probably just barely know how the gun works, let alone how to aim it well. Plus, guns like that, they're like kind of that older style gun. They might be a little more inaccurate than the guns of like today, of what we have now in our society. So, I like that. Like, you can kind of use that as an excuse as to why so many people were shooting at Percy but missing. And but then you could go with the argument that Ripley's usually good with guns. Like, she's used them a lot and she still missed Percy a lot, even while having the advantage of having 3 guns she's wielding. So, but yeah, with that fight having, like, there's just an awesome moment where he remembered she let him know that detail of, like, every hour, and apparently he was there for an hour because he was counting down. So did he count for that whole hour? Or did he just know, did he remember it was, like, 10 seconds after the first little, like, flare-up? Maybe it was something like that, or did he literally count for that entire hour while they were talking? I don't know. But, that's some, like, Senku level counting, you know? But either way, I also like the handshake with his electric device on his hand, doing the handshake and zapping her. That was cool. But getting back to the burst that he timed perfectly, used that, like, basically just as, like, a flashbang, right? Where she, like, looked away from it, and that bought him time to throw the black powder at her. And that was, like, a really cool moment where, like, zoomed in on it. You saw, like, the hammer come down on the gun, and then just, like, the explosion spark off from it, and the explosion looked really cool in that moment. Some shrapnel hit, and he put a plate on his chest where he figured she'd aim for, and that blocked the bullet. That was freaking awesome. Just a really cool moment. But yeah. A couple other things that we have other than the fight is a huge portion, or not a huge portion, but a good chunk of the episode was talking more about the relationship between Percy and Vex, and him kind of pushing that they be more than what they are, and her being resistant to it, obviously, because of her past traumas and her belief that, you know, falling in love and getting too close to someone, that they're gonna die on her, like her parents did, and a lot of people she's known up until this point. So, but he managed to say, "I love you," and I mean, like I said, unfortunately, in TV shows, right before they're about to go into a dangerous mission, a character saying, "I love you," doesn't bode well for that character, especially when the other one doesn't reciprocate it back. then it just like adds to that heartbreak of like I should have said it when I could have, and things like that. But as I've said, we've seen Vex die when they first got the oh damn. What was the plate called that Vax is wearing? It's the Deathwalker's Ward. When he got that, we had a trap that got triggered that killed Vex, and fortunately at the time we had pushing my knowledge. I can't remember their names. Oh, it's like right there. I might have it in my notes. That was like the one of the first episodes of season, like that was season like 2, episode like 3 or something, right? So it's like Kashaw. There we go, Kashaw and Zara, right? I did write it down. Look at me. Look at my notes coming in handy. But yeah, they had Kashaw, who was the one to know how to resurrect, but it also came with a price, right? Like, it typically in D&D, you can resurrect someone if you know the spell and you have the component materials, which is usually like a diamond of a certain value, and stuff like that. But in here, they kind of had him doing the ritual for it, but then I think it was also thanks to what Vax did, making the deal with the Raven Queen. So with Percy dying here, I wonder how they're going to handle the death in the show, whereas it's not just, like, I feel like it's not just going to be, like, if they do bring him back, how do they do it? Does Pike know the ability now? And if so, does someone have to make some kind of deal in order to bring him back, or like what goes on there? So I'm really curious in that regard. But yeah, we also had Pike's blood coming into this, which this is something that I think I've said this before, isn't in the campaign as far as I remember at all. So I'm really, really curious about that storyline, something new and fresh. And don't get me wrong, there's differences in here. I'll talk about those soon when I get into the spoiler stuff. So there is a lot of new and fresh stuff. I'm not saying it's like bad, but it's just really interesting to develop that character more. I talked about this in episode, what would that have been, like, it wouldn't have been 5, so it would have been 4, I think, is where they went down into the hells and everything. During that episode, I talked about how Pike's story wasn't one that ever got, like, insanely flushed out, right? Like, a lot of the characters had a lot of time to go on their own arcs and everything in the campaign, but due to Ashley Johnson having to film Blind Spot, I believe is the TV show she was on at the time, she rarely was at the table with them. So I feel like her character didn't get as much of a story as the others. She was just kind of there with a little bit, like, I think, like, they talked about her, I don't know if it's not really a big deal that I say this, but they talked about her having, like, a history with, like, boating, I think, but they never really, like, dove into it more than that, and stuff like that. Other than that, we knew that she worshipped the Everlight, and there was, like, a couple little storylines there, like we have here, but other than that, like, yeah, I don't know. There just wasn't a lot to that character, and I'm really excited to have just more being presented here for us. But anyways, I'm going to get into the spoiler discussion now, guys. So I don't have a ton to say, but if you guys don't want to hear stuff that, like, the campaign or the varying differences between the campaign and this so far and all that, if you plan on watching the campaign someday and you want to go in clean, then feel free to bail out now. Thank you so much for watching. But yeah, let's talk about that. So Isle of Glintshore, that was where they went, but that was also, I'm pretty sure Isle of Glintshore was where the full fight against Ripley happened in the campaign. This is really testing my memory because it has been a bit since I've seen this part, but I remember it was a massive fight. It was might have been one of the most difficult fights in the campaign, except for like maybe the final one was a bit more crazy. There was some really clutch stuff that happened in that one. But anyway, I'm getting off topic for the most part. Yeah, but it was like I'm pretty sure we had. I'm pretty sure Percy did die in this portion, and I know like several other characters. I almost think there might have been two people that died. But it might have just been the one. But I know like they went down a lot unconscious, and it was one of those moments where they had to like play hot potato with the healing. It was like this person gets healed and then gets knocked unconscious, and then next person gets healed and then they get knocked unconscious again, and they just kept playing like hot potatoes with the heals, healing everyone up to like 4 HP or whatever, So it was a very difficult fight against her, and yeah, I can't remember. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Percy died, but I can't remember if anyone else like full died. Um, man, yeah. Anyway, regardless, I'm not gonna try to sit here and like ramble about my lack of memory on things, but either way, there was no gun factory, so that's all new. And obviously the backstory I mentioned was all new. And now one thing, I don't know enough about this yet because I haven't finished campaign 2. But my question that I don't want you guys to answer, because I don't want any spoilers for future campaigns and stuff like that. But I'm kind of like thinking to myself here, the assembly. That was interesting to hear. So I watched through I'm like on episode 50 of campaign 2, and we have a group called the Cobalt Assembly, and it seems like now shit. Okay, now I'm questioning myself. I'm wondering if they are the same people. But the Cobalt Assembly, isn't that what Bo is a part of? And then there was another group within that main town that had like the high class mages and stuff, and I think that's what I was thinking about. Like I'm not sure. But I wonder if like this ties into some of what we have in campaign 2 with the assembly and stuff like that. And I know that there were like a lot of mages in like during that attack on that town in campaign 2. Like a lot of high level mages and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, it's just something that went through my mind. Because there's, I believe, the Cobalt Assembly from campaign 2, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. And then there's one other group there that seems to be like another big thing that I just can't remember the name of it. So damn, that's bugging me that I can't remember what it's called. Oh man. I'm gonna get spoiled on campaign 2 if I look it up. But anyway, I'm not gonna look anything up. No spoilers. No spoilers in the comments either, guys. Sorry. I know it's hard. I know you guys probably want to spill your guts on what that could mean, but yeah, that's super interesting. We've had another campaign 2 reference at the end of episode 3, I think. If you listen, the credit song talks about the Ruby of the Sea, which is a campaign 2 reference. So, yeah, that was super interesting. The fight being so different, being in this factory that's manufacturing guns, very, very different from what we had in the campaign. So that was really cool. And yeah, I mean, I already kind of talked about Pike's blood. I don't really have much more to say there. Yeah, I don't really think I have much more to say in regards to like the spoiler stuff. Just that this happened obviously a lot differently. So It's really exciting to see where we go from here. And obviously things are going to continue to be somewhat similar, but also different. But Ripley is still alive, leaving the island. So what's next? But that's going to be it for me, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below. You can get 2 episodes ahead of time through the early access tier. There's also the Patreon show tier where you can get access to shows that aren't even released to YouTube yet. I'm watching things like Frieren is fully completed on there if you're into anime. Solo Leveling Season 1 and partially through Season 2 is on there. And for live action, there's The Last of Us, there's Watchmen, there's Shogun, and I started The Expanse. I'm on Season 2 of that. So you get all of that if you become a member of the Patreon show tier. So check that out. As I said, links are in the description, should be popping up on the screen, and I will see you guys in my future reactions.